All right, a while back, someone asked me what I take in my tool bag when I go to the junkyard. And so this bag is what I normally carry. Occasionally, I'll have this pull cart where I could put my my tool bag on it and drag it behind me when they run out of wheelbarrows. Got a lot of tools in it, but I've been able to remove transmissions using just all the tools in this bag. So we'll go through it here pretty quickly. Really comprehensive. I don't always take everything with me now. I'll occasionally grab a smaller tool bag like this in order to stuff it in one of my side bags in the motorcycle. So if I go to the junkyard riding the motorcycle just to grab some small bits, then I don't need this big bag because it won't fit in any of my side bags, and it's really heavy to throw the weight off, I think. So occasionally I'll just I'll grab this small bag here, put some of the stuff that I need in there and just carry that. But anyway, let's go through the full bag here. So this is self-explanatory, right? So a little bit of penetrant spray just to loosen stuff up in the junkyard. Usually it's been out in weather, so sometimes stuff's rusty. So definitely want to carry a little bit of that with you. Got a different couple of magnetic pickup tools just in case I lose my own tools. Occasionally I've dropped bits far into the engine bay, and you won't be able to get it out unless you have one of these. Got some tin snips. These come in handy when you need to cut something. I've even cut off accessory belts using this. So just when you need to remove something really quickly, or wiring harnesses, just when you need to remove something quickly, you can pull that off real quick. I've got some gloves, different long pliers. This is good for just grabbing stuff. This specific one we use in order to remove ball sockets off of the transmission or the shifter lever. So this just comes in handy if you need to just get underneath something and then pry it off. This seems to work really well. Some more gloves here. Ball end Allens come in handy. So a lot of the stuff that I pull is mostly European, so Volvo, Audi. They tend to use a lot of Allens and Torx. So I've got a lot of different sets of Allens and Torx just to make sure I've got the right size. Some of them use security Torx, so always have a set of security Torx with me. Usually I try to get them on the socket, but again, if I'm going light, I may just grab this and hopefully it's enough to get stuff off. Occasionally it's not. I've had to leave stuff in the junkyard that I really didn't want to. Anyway, so I've got a bunch of different sets of these. So these are security Torx, ball end sockets, more Torx bits, more security Torx bits. So I probably don't need to carry both of these. I don't know why I do, but I could probably downsize and just carry one of them. Then this has been a pretty handy tool. I'm sure we've all seen this. It's the icon version of the Knips wrench pliers, I guess they're called. But it comes in real handy if I don't have the right size wrench. This comes in real handy in case you just need to get something off quick. You're not really worried about ruining that bolt because you know, I just basically need the part. If the bolt gets rounded off or whatever, as long as I can get it off, I'm okay. So carry this. This has been real handy. Pry bars, real handy, especially when working on transmissions. So this is these are 3 different sizes. I left a few there, so I've had to rebuy these a couple times. So I'm thinking about changing my setup because I've left tools in the junkyard because there's no like a shadow box. You can tell when you're missing something, but here it's really hard. So anyway, we'll keep going. Occasionally I'll carry a full set of 1/4-inch sockets. Lately I haven't. I've been leaving this at home, but I added to this. I put a little wobble adapter in here. But this Craftsman set was pretty nice. And the nice thing about it is because of this case, I can always tell if I've left a socket behind or left any tools behind. But it doesn't help when you leave the whole box behind, which I've done before. So there's a quarter-inch version. Here's a 3/8 version. Same thing. I like this case specifically because I can tell when I've left a socket inside an engine bay or inside a car that I'm pulling parts from. And it's got I've got a universal, what is this, a little extension and an adapter. And usually the hose clamps is what I use the 1/4-inch mostly for. So I just decided just to throw a 7mm socket in here with an adapter, and then I don't need to carry this 1/4-inch set with me anymore. Just carry this one. Lately I've been carrying one of these foam knee pads. Just you can see a lot of the junkyards are just gravel, so you're kneeling on rocks. So this comes in real handy. If you're working underneath the car a lot, this comes in handy. So usually have this at the top of my bag. Then I started carrying this 3/8-inch ratchet because it's got a lot of different flexibilities. I wish it was a locking flex, but again, it's from Harbor Freight, so you get what you can get. But it's real handy to use because you can maneuver it around. So I always carry this just in case there's something I need to get to and it's really difficult to get around. You can kind of flex it around. So that's a nice one. Then I've got a bunch of various extensions. I don't know why I have a 1/4 inch extension in here. I don't carry any 1/4 inches, but mostly 3/8, 1/2 inch is what I use at the junkyard. We've got this stubby impact wrench. I wish it was 3/8, but I got a really good deal on a 1/2 inch. So that's what I've got is a 1/2 inch, but it comes in real handy. I don't know, I have so many gloves in here. Got a set of these, again, more Torx for the stuff that I work on. And these have come in real handy. This is a 3-inch bit set. And so sometimes the 1 inch is too short. And so these 3 inches work out really well just to get in. I bought this specifically to get to, I think it was to get to an airbag, because the 1 inch was too short and too thick if you stuck it in an adapter on a bit driver. It was too thick, and the 1 inch was too short. And then this, because it was an airbag, I couldn't get behind the steering wheel. It's too long. So this 3-inch ended up working really well, really handy. And so I usually carry this all the time. Another 1/4 inch socket that I don't use. This, if I can find it in my bag, these are really handy because what you do is you take this socket or this socket cap and you stick it on the back of your socket. It gives you a nice real low profile, and then you just get a wrench on that and you can break stuff free. So I always carry a few of these with me. Actually, I should probably just stick them in here. If I can find the rest of them, just stick it in here. And that's really handy. So I really like these socket caps that you get from Harbor Freight. A lot of my stuff I get from Harbor Freight because, again, if I lose it, I'm not crying over a $20 bit, it's just a couple bucks. I can just go get a replacement. Again, more Allen. These are straight Allens. I don't know why I have so many of duplicate sets, but I probably just kept adding tools to the bag thinking I'm going to need stuff. This is a universal swivel set. I thought I would use this. Haven't really had to yet, but it's in the bag. And then this is by far my favorite tool. It's the first M12 tool I ever got, which is the power ratchet. I was thinking just using ratcheting stuff off very quickly. I didn't think I'd need this, but this saves so much time. If you're trying to get into the junkyard in and out and you've got 20 bolts to remove, I mean, this zips it out in less than half the time. So this is a real handy tool to have along with that stubby impact. I haven't come across a bolt that I haven't been able to get out yet. And then this is just some more adapters, which comes in handy. And then a whole assortment of wrenches. I put this set together. It's mostly complete, but there were some skips, so I just added it. It goes from 10 to, I think, 20. Is all I've really needed a wrench for. Probably don't need that many. I could probably cut back on the 20 and the 19. I've had this on this wrench ring for a long time, so I'm just going to leave it. Then a breaker bar, again, just to remove some stuff that's particularly challenging to get off. But between the PB Blaster, the breaker bar, and the next tool, my little persuader, there hasn't really been a bolt that I haven't been able to get out. So this little engineering hammer has been really helpful. It's like a mini sledge. I've seen people, maybe a ball peen hammer would do, but this little mini sledge has been really useful. So I use that quite a bit. Then you've got some different screwdrivers, some more. I may stop carrying these because I've got this duplicated so many times. Then I've got some trim tools. If I'm removing trim, better not to use a metal screwdriver. You want to use something plastic that you won't break it. And then this impact deep socket set is what I use when I'm removing transmissions. This is fairly complete that I got from Husky. So 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Oh, it does have a skip. So there's no 20, but it goes 21, 22, 24, and then this big one here, 27. So I use this set quite a bit when I'm removing big stuff, but rarely do I take it in my smaller bag. This just sort of stays in the main bag. But if I'm doing like little trim pieces and stuff, I really don't take this with me. Then this little ratcheting bit set, this comes in handy when you're trying to get into some really tight spaces. And it works really well in conjunction with this 3-inch long bit set as well. So this kind of goes together. I use these together quite a bit. Some more pliers. Occasionally, I'll come across some where the ratchet won't fit. And so I've got these ratcheting wrenches that come in kind of handy. It's got a little bit of an offset. So if I'm getting in someplace tight, these actually work really well. More pry bars, another breaker bar. Oh, and then this is a this is a special tool. So if I'm getting in some area that's super tight and I need a little more leverage, you can see this just kind of goes on here and allows me to extend out my leverage and really break things out. So this has been a real neat tool. And then if I need more leverage, I can get a wrench on that and extend it even further. So this has been a nice addition too. I've got some more extensions, another ratcheting wrench, and that's about it. There's a bunch of, oh, and then wet wipes. So this is a great thing to have at the end of the day when your hands are really dirty, at least to get some of it clean. It's not going to get it super clean, but this one's kind of dried out. Haven't used it in a while. But wet wipes come in handy when you need to clean stuff up. So anyway, that's a quick rundown of, oh, here, I've got some more stuff in here. Mini pick tools. These come in really handy for either getting to hoses or trim pieces. Definitely little mini pick tools come in really handy. What else have I got on the side of the bag? Oh, more extensions, another pry tool. And usually with extensions, I try to find the wobble extensions. I feel like these are handier because, you know, again, when you're at the junkyard, you're just really trying to get in to get stuff out. And so you don't want to waste a lot of time and then worrying about universals and things like that. So the wobble adapter extensions work really well. So just some screwdrivers, another extension, and what else I got here? More screwdrivers. Yeah, that's about it. So this bag's served me pretty well, but it's getting a little heavy, so I may swap it out to something different, especially since, you know, I'm finding that I'm going to the junkyard a little more often on the motorcycle and having to use that smaller bag and then kind of just rifling through and picking out the stuff that I need. It'd be great just to be able to just go with a smaller bag, so I may have to consolidate some stuff. So here, we'll just do a quick recap. All right, so this is kind of the most used tools that I have in my go bag for the junkyard. Again, just an impact and a power ratchet. Those are sort of the power tools that I have. And then some wet wipes, some socket sets, a full wrench set, impact deep sockets if I need them, some pry bars, different bit drivers, this wrench plier, breaker bars, some different long reach needle nose pliers, some snips, a pickup tool, some penetrant oil, and the big persuader, and then a trim tool. And that's sort of the setup for my junkyard tool bag.
If you're enjoying these videos, please consider subscribing to the channel and to the newsletter using the links below. We'll share more tool buying tips, classic car and classic motorcycle project finds, some motorsport news, and maybe a wrenching tip or two.